Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. 2025 is now officially in full swing, and I don't know about you, but this is the year of the Thrive. So today I thought we would do a little video on believing and achieving in 2025. We're going to touch on magnetic confidence, overcoming embarrassment, and affirming your beliefs. And I'm so excited to just dive into this and really dissect it and help you become the person that you want to be this year. All of the things I'm going to talk about in this video are tried and true by me. I have lived by these things and transformed myself from a shy little teenager into a full flourishing adult who just goes into every day with confidence. And let me tell you, these things have changed my life. There is nothing more magnetic than someone with confidence, and I just used to watch those people and want to be them, and now I feel like I am one of them because I feel so confident. And I want to pass a little bit of that on to you so that you can take it with you into 2025 and make this your year. So the first thing is embody the person that you want to become, which is essentially like a fake it till you make it ideal, but it's a little bit more elevated than that to really advance you into that next version, the most confident version of yourself. And essentially what this comes down to is what you value and what the person that you want to become values. This obviously comes in a lot of different assets of life. You can have work, you can have personal, you can have relationships. There are a lot of different ways that you can be the person that you want to become, and you can compartmentalize these into different sectors, but the most overarching theme of this is, what are my values? How do I react to certain situations? You kind of just have to ask yourself what that person looks like. I used to want to be that person that could talk to anyone in the street, pick up a conversation with a stranger and have a really valuable, meaningful conversation. But when I was 16, I could not even order a Subway because I didn't want to talk to the person on the other side of the counter. I say when I was 16, that probably actually lasted until I was maybe 21, 22. I was just shy, and I knew I wanted to be this person that was just magnetic, could go up and talk to people, have a really good chat, and then come away feeling really energized from it, because I do just live off of other people's energy. I just love it. For you, this might be a total rebrand. You want to be a completely different person. You just want to change it up. So let's kind of put this into the perspective of if you're playing The Sims, and if you've ever played The Sims, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you basically personalize a character, you give them characteristics, etc, etc. So you're kind of remodeling yourself. So for me, when I was going through my initial transformation, I wanted to be more carefree. I was very uptight about situations. I didn't like doing things spontaneously. So I started feeding in little spontaneous things into my day-to-day to embody that person that I wanted to become. And now I love a little spontaneous adventure. I love running and dipping my feet in the water in my lunch break for work, things like that. And that is who I am now. I'm just carefree and I'm excited about life, and I take every opportunity by the horns. Whereas when I was 16, 17, I probably was a little bit shyer, and I would shy away from these opportunities, and that just wasn't the person that I wanted to become, and it wasn't the values that I wanted to hold within myself. The more you think about these values and you embody that version of yourself, the quicker you will become that person. The second point, which is personally my favorite, is manifestation or affirmations, which is essentially reinforcing a positive idea in your life. So essentially what this does is it outlines what you want to achieve, and then affirmations push your inner thoughts into a positive and affirming direction. It reinforces positivity, and it lets go of negativity and self-doubt and all of those toxic, not nice beliefs that you don't really want to hold within you. It kind of it's almost like a brain detox doing affirmations and manifesting. Now, if you don't know what manifesting is, I have a quote here from the Queen of Manifestation, Roxy Nafusi, and she says, "Manifesting is using the power of your mind to change and create the reality you experience. It is not wishful thinking. It is about becoming so empowered and so full of self-belief that you make things happen." What this is doing is it is bringing aligned action and gratitude into your life, and it is putting positivity into your body, and you embody that and you just radiate it, and your energy is so positive and things just are magnetically drawn to you, and it is incredible. I think the thing with manifesting is it can be misplaced into I want this really expensive car, but why do you want the car? Is it because it's something that you've always dreamt about? Is it because of the status that comes with the car? So the simplest way to start with manifesting, in my personal opinion, and what has worked for me, is starting small with just little affirmations for yourself, not something that you want to attain, but something that you want to be. This is as simple as just telling yourself, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am brave, I am kind, I am intelligent. All of these small little things that just like empower you and make you feel so good about yourself, and then you radiate that good feeling. And if saying it out loud is not your thing, then you can also journal these too, because it still is reinforcing that idea in your brain, and it is honestly so much more powerful than anyone gives it credit for. The third thing is finding comfort in the uncomfortable, and you're probably like, what do you mean? And let me tell you, this one is one that my therapist actually told me, and when I first heard it I went, yeah but babe, I'm gonna be uncomfortable, that's the whole point. And now I almost thrive in being uncomfortable because I make it so comfortable for myself. I actually kind of have my own theory for this one, should probably trademark it, but it is called the life resume. And you have a lot of different resumes in your life. Obviously you have the literal one from where you're getting a job, but you also have your dating resume, and you have your experience resume, and you have like all of these little resumes that just put all of the experiences that you've ever had into this one little pocket, and you can always refer back to it and be like, wow, look how big my resume's gotten. And you might be like, oh my god, Mads, resumes are so boring. But they're really not. It is just an accumulation of experience that you have that backs you up in the future things that you do. So for example, if you have been away on a million road trips, you know how a road trip works, you know that you pack for it, you know that you like prep where you're going to get petrol, and you have this big plan, but you've never been overseas. And you're like, oh, but I've never been on a plane, I'm really nervous about it, I don't know how the procedures work, like I've heard that the toilets are really scary, like what am I going to do? You go on that plane, and okay, at first you're going to be a little bit like, this is something that I've never experienced, maybe I'm a little bit uncomfortable with it, but then you realize that you can relate it to things that you have already done, and it makes it feel so much more comfortable, and then you add it to your life resume, and guess what? You've been on a plane. And the next time that you go on a plane, you can be like, oh, that last time I went on a plane, let me just check back to my life resume. Oh my god, it was fine. And then you feel so much more comfortable again and again and again. Another fun example is dating. So I have my dating resume, which of course is not actually a physical resume, guys. None of these are physical, they are all mental, but you kind of compartmentalize them, is that even the word, into different resumes to refer back to. But my dating resume is one of my favorites, and this is where this whole theory started for me. When I went on my first date, I was terrified because I'd never kissed anyone, I'd never been on a date, I was so scared, but you know what, it went so well, he was so nice, nothing ever happened, nothing ended up of it, but it was still a great date. And then we kissed at the end, and I went, okay, I've had my first kiss, I can add that to my resume, and I've been on my first date, I can add that to my resume. And then the second time that I went on a date, I was like, oh, I feel so uncomfortable, I'm so nervous, and I went, oh, actually, no, this is kind of comfortable because I can add this experience to my resume. And then the second date also went well, I kissed someone again, and then I just added it to my resume, and I went, okay, you know what, that was actually more comfortable than I expected it to be. And I feel like when you think about these uncomfortable things as new experiences and things that you can add into your log of like, wow, I did that, look at all these amazing things that I've achieved in your resume, then it makes it so much more comfortable, and then you become comfortable with the uncomfortable because it's a new experience that you're really excited about, and it just prepares you for the next experience that you're going to have. I'm actually obsessed with my resume theory, so if you ever want me to go into more detail about it, I'm happy to do a complete video on it. I mean, we can even make it a physical resume if that works better in people's brains, but I think it's a fun one. If you've made it this far in the video, you've already learned that you can embody the person that you want to become, you can affirm your beliefs, and you can feel comfortable in situations that you might lack confidence in. But guess what? Now you're magnetic, baby, and we're only going to make it get even better from here. So number 4 is overcoming embarrassment, which kind of goes hand in hand in finding comfort in the uncomfortable, because overcoming embarrassment is all about understanding that the human experience is just living, and nothing really is embarrassing. It's kind of a social construct. You're living for the first time and you're experiencing new things, and the chances are you're not always going to get it right, and sometimes you're going to trip over your feet in the street, but that is so normal. Like, let's say you do fall over when you're walking down the street, right? Your instant thoughts are, oh my god, that's so embarrassing, did anybody see me, I can't believe that happened. guess what? Everyone else in that street has also fallen over at some point in their life. 100,000%. I guarantee you there is no one in this world that has never fallen over. 100%. And why are we embarrassed about it? Why are we embarrassed about falling over? It happens, and you know what? They're probably going to go home and they're just going to completely forget about it because they were so stressed that they had to buy like a stock pot for their soup that night. Like, it is not that deep. Tam Kaur said this quote and it has stuck with me, and I think it may stick with you. And again, I've written this one down, and it is, when you think others are judging you, it's actually you judging yourself. And that hits hard, but it is also so important to know. Those people who saw you fall in the street, babe, they are not judging you. They definitely have done that a million times. We all had to learn to walk at one point. We were all crawling at one point. Like, we fell over as kids and now we're falling over as adults, and it is a human experience. And isn't it so wonderful that you can look back and laugh at the fact that you fell in the street and you got back up and you were fine. A really great influencer to reference for this one is Soph Jones, and I will leave all of these people that I'm talking about in the description box below. But Soph Jones essentially does exposure therapy for embarrassment to show you that nothing truly is that embarrassing. She has done things that may seem mortifying to people because of the social construct around embarrassment, such as saying everyone have a great flight on a plane before the plane takes off to like 90 strangers. She dances in the middle of the street. She went somewhere, I think it was like a Tesco, in full green face paint. She goes into like pet shops and asks if she can wash her hair there. But like, it is not embarrassing. All of these things are just like human experiences. You may actually not know if you can wash your hair in a pet shop or not because they have a basin. Do you know what I mean? And when you're on a plane, like, it is so beautiful to have that connection with people and tell everyone to have a great flight, because that's going to be a really positive memory for them and it's not embarrassing. And again, she's probably done one of falling over in the street too. And you know what you do? You just get back up and everyone moves on with their day. You pack your bag up, all the things that spilled out, you put it in there, you put it on your shoulder, and you walk away with the most confidence that you can summon in that moment, because no one cares. No one cares. And it's not in a fact that, oh my god, no one cares, that's so rude. It is a fact of like, nobody cares. And how amazing is that? The fifth and second to last point is indulge in the things that make you feel good. This is more so an outer work to assist in the inner work kind of one. It is talking about putting on your makeup because it makes you feel good, going to the gym because it makes you feel good, washing your hair because it makes you feel good. All of these little things that give you that like outward presentation that makes you feel confident inside, that you can indulge in and just like really pull into yourself and be like, wow, I look so good today. That makes me feel really good and makes me feel really confident. Doing the things that make you feel your best is inevitably going to make you more confident, and it is not selfish to indulge in these things. Like, if having your nails done all the time is what makes you feel good, then get your nails done. Do you know what I mean? If having eyelashes on makes you feel good, then do that. That is fine. It is a personal choice, and sometimes we do really need to indulge in those things that make us feel good. Obviously within moderation. And the final point is give yourself more credit, babe. Give yourself more credit. Look how far you've come. Look at all you've achieved. Look at the length of the video that you have just watched. Like, give yourself so much credit for investing in yourself and being confident and overcoming all of the things that you have already overcome, and affirming your beliefs and being confident in those moments, and just like being the best version of yourself that you possibly can have been to this day. You have come a long way and you are only going to go further, and just looking back at what you have done and giving yourself that credit is going to fuel that fire to make you even better. And just think about it. Like, think about the younger version of yourself. Like, even if you need to put a little picture of it. When I close my eyes, I see a specific picture of me when I was younger, and I go, she would be so unbelievably proud of me. Like, she would look at me and she would go, oh my god, she's so cool, I want to be her. Just like look back and think, oh my god, I've come so far. I'm so proud of myself. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You've come so far. Like, I wish I could just like go through the screen and just like give you a big hug and just tell you how far you have come and how amazing you are doing, and that I'm so incredibly proud of you, and that this year is your year. You can be anything you want to be, and you are going to be that thing that you want to be, and you are going to achieve everything that you want to do. And I'm so excited to just watch it, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm so grateful that you watched this whole video if you got to this point. And I just can't wait to see where you're going, and I can't wait to watch you get there. If you have gotten this far and you are committed to becoming the best version of you, put down in the comments, put the person that you want to become, the values they align, and how you're going to get there, and let's all jump in there. Let's uplift each other, and we're just going to make 2025 our years. Like, it's not even a question at this point. Like, 2025 is our year. It is our year. If you've gotten this far, I appreciate you so much, and I'm so excited to see what this year has in store for you. Of course, a shameless little plug, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to stick around for 2025, and I'm just so excited to see all the places that you're going to go. I think this year is going to be incredible for everyone, and yeah, cheers to 2020 Thrive and muches and the best version of ourselves. I love you all very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.